Alright everybody, welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. So today I want to talk about something with the community. And it's kind of on the topic of Knight. And I know people hate it when I bring up Knight. I really do. However, I think this just needs to be talked about. So, there was a tweet made by Pix, or Zian Pixie, as some of you know her. She is a Knight main and loves Knight, probably a bit too much. But they made a tweet the other day that kind of blew up, and I will read this tweet verbatim. Knight continues to be the longest original chapter character with no new store cosmetics, which was 10 months ago, and Skull Merchant gets yet another skin in the next event. So, two things I want to mention here. No shade to Skull Merchant from her or from me. That's not the point of this post or this video. The point is, why is it taking so long for Knight to get a cosmetic in this game? I understand he's very unpopular. However, so is Skull Merchant, and yet she's getting all of these skins. Larry barely gets any skins. He's another example of this. And it's not like we're sitting here asking for them to get the best and most skins, but the fact that you're tying these skins behind FOMO is the issue. The fact that you're tying them behind events, the fact that you're tying them behind battle passes, or the Rift, or whatever you want to call it, that is the issue. It's not that Skull Merchant has more skins, it's that she has more skins that you can just buy. Right? I understand popularity of a character matters in the cosmetic aspect. We really do. I do, at least. However, it's just disheartening. And I just want to raise awareness of this because, similar to the Hattie situation, I think this is somehow not as bad as Hattie was because she literally didn't get any skins for the longest time. But skins do matter. I asked my community, how they feel about skins, and the poll results were pretty much in the kind of camp as far as if cosmetics are that important. At the end of the day, being able to express yourself through your killer's cosmetics, to be able to show your appreciation for them, things like that, it does matter. And I think people tend to forget that sometimes, especially on the survivor side of things, but even on the killer side to a degree. It also shows that behavior doesn't have favoritism towards specific killers, which, once again, from a business perspective, they always will. That's fine and understandable, and I get that. But the fact that some killers, Larry and Knight in particular, have gone so long without cosmetics that can be bought, which is the bigger issue with this, that can be bought or earned in some way that isn't tied behind an event, in some way for anyone who picks up the killer to get them. I'm not sitting here going to say that a killer is only as popular as how many skins they have. That's not true, and I seriously doubt the data would show that it's true. However, it helps. It definitely helps. And it also allows players to, once again, customize themselves to feel unique with the killer they're playing. Even to a degree with, like, some of the licensed killers have more skins available than Knight does, than Singularity does. And I don't want to hear the argument of, oh, well, they're too unique to give skins to. Dredge has gotten so many banger skins since he came out. And I usually don't talk about cosmetics for this exact reason. It's something that at the end of the day doesn't matter all that much. And this is no shade to any other killers who have gotten skins over the past year, and a lot of them. No shade towards them. It's not about that. The point is that because the Knight has actually gotten a lot of skins. About 3 or 4 since release. But every single one of them, like I said, has been either in a battle pass or from an event. Particularly the Halloween event, which is probably, in my opinion, one of his best skins. But since release, very few has happened. And skins, while we can argue all day and night if they're important or not, they do spark intrigue when they're released for killers. Dredge, I think, is a perfect example with this. The Iron Maiden collab skin has probably brought more people playing Dredge than anything ever has. Even if it's just for 2 weeks or so, I guarantee you've seen more Dredges in the past 2 weeks than you have in months. The Mori skin did something similar. Huntress with the Baba Yaga skin, even though she's still already popular, that definitely helped. Naughty Bear on Trapper is such a good skin and iconic and important that it's whenever people do tier lists for characters, a lot of times they'll give Naughty Bear his own like category because he is that different from Trapper. It's just very important. And behavior, if you're listening, justice for Knight, just justice for Knight. Okay, I get it. People don't like him. I get the community sentiment, but I think anyone who thinks that this is slanderous and being like upset that Skull Merchant has more skins is missing the entire point of this post. And I just, Pix is a friend. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm defending a friend a little bit here, but they're one of the nicest people in this community and deserve to have their voice heard. They didn't mean anything malicious by this. I don't think they have a malicious bone in their body. The gooby little fucking body. I don't think they have any malicious intent with what they said here, and people took it completely the wrong way. At least a lot of people did. Knight deserves better. Not only does he deserve more skins, he also deserves a lot of quality of life changes. I know this is primarily a channel talking about Chucky, but I do think that Knight needs help in so many ways. To not only help his pick rate, but to help the perception around the character. Perception around a character is very, very important. It's part of the reason Skull Merchant is hated as they are. It's part of the reason Billy is getting to where he is. It's part of the reason people hate Chucky. It's the perception. And there's really no way to fix that if you're not going to do anything. If you just let it sit, it's going to fester longer, and it's going to become all people think about, even if the killer is in a better spot. But skins for Knight, please, 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 he deserves it. In any case, tell me what you guys think. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this video, and I know it was more rambling than normal. I did just get done with the podcast, so my voice is a little out. My mind is kind of all over the place. But I did want to make this video for just because I think it needs to be made. I think people need to know more that Knight has gone so long without a skin because no one really cares most of the time about Knight. And I guess my links and stuff are below. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Like and sub, all that. Love you guys. Have a good one. And, yeah. Bye!